I will give him. This is kind of booty.
Yeah, so anyway, what I was going to say, Mystery Incorporated is one of those series that, like, it's one of those series that...
Okay, when you're up top, if you want to get in the...
Yeah, I could literally just jump on more trying to grab the, like, Scooby snacks.
I know what you're trying to do.
It's just very hard because of the wind.
Because of the wind!
Anyway, the point I was trying to... And the point I was trying to say is that, like, because of the end of that series, that is one of those series where, well, like, because the Scooby-Doo series went there, the ending is, like, really sort of famous and shit, so the internet has kind of just spoiled it in general, because a Scooby-Doo series basically ended up with them fighting, like, not Cthulhu.
And killed Hot Dog Water.
Oh yeah, that too.
She got shot with a gun. And not in this, like, like, way of it being like a stun gun or something. It was an actual gun with actual bullets.
Yeah.
And the way that they... And because of TV censoring, where they can't show Hot Dog Water getting fucking murdered, the way that they handle that to get around the censors, which is still a powerful moment in its own right.
Fucking wind.
They cut, like, he's in the robot, he's in the fucking mech with the guns on it, and it's a wide shot of the gang walking away, and they just have this gun echoing sound, and then they, kind of have someone in the gang
you hear a gun, like, you hear basically very muffled, like, sounds, and you see gun like, muzzle flash in the distance.
Oh.
And Scooby just, like, looks back.
One of them did. Because she got shot.
I think it was Scooby because, like, one of those that's absolutely just a, like, theory type thing. There's no actual, you know, damn it, there's no actual confirming this or whatever, but in, like, one of the series, wasn't it said that Scooby's a bloodhound?
No, he's a Great Dane!
Aren't Great Danes, like bloodhounds, known for having a good nose? Because I remember someone pointing that out as, like, Scooby's the one that looks back, and I think the dog species he is known for having
He's a Great Dane. That's well in canon. Don't ask me why I remember that dog species for him. You missed the one.
I know I missed the one. I'm probably just going to do the, like, trying to just beat the area and then come back.
Mystery Incorporated!
I can't remember, does beating this area, like, does that make the rain here go away?
No.
Or... Okay. Also, where the fuck is that last key?
It's up the conveyor belt.
What, is there a switch that gets these things?
Yeah, up the platforms.
These platforms?
Yeah. You platform up to activate the conveyor belt.
Damn it. Oh, come on.
Oh. Basically, Mystery Incorporated kill the character, and then we literally have Scooby and the gang fighting Eldritch gods. See? Oh, damn it. Yeah. Right where I thought it was. Basically, to talk about Mystery Incorporated, and while we're just, you know, talking about random spoilers and shit, though the ending is well documented because it is literally the biggest plot twist in that why there's always mystery-solving teenagers and a dog is because basically the not Touhou-Doo over here created a curse that basically because in ancient times, this like mystery solving like Aztec group or their animal companion was basically a saber-toothed tiger. Because they basically pissed off a Eldritch Horror, it sort of created this curse where it would sort of always create a mystery group, and that mystery group would basically, and I love this twisted idea that group would basically, it would create this endless sort of torture based on that original group. Where are you going?
I thought I missed one up here.
Where it was basically this, like...
Oh, come on!
Sort of eternal torture of basically causing strife in that mystery group so that the group basically tears each other apart, and that the, like, hatred and distrust created by that sort of fuels this Eldritch abomination, and then when it has basically, you know, used up...
Ah, there we go, there's that one.
Yes.
Okay, got that one. Where's the spot I'm missing? One... Was it up here? No, I ultimately ended up grabbing all of the ones I was trying to hit the, like... Ironically, the life preserver to get, right?
I think.
Oh, I'm finally actually able to...
Looks like it.
Funny. Oh, so I can move on then.
And just go grab the snacks on the far side then. I think you got everything.
Then... Wasn't there a save point up here? Yep. Then we're... I am not doing that again.
I agree with you, but like... This perpetual loop of like... hatred and stuff, just forever, and it's the weirdest fucking thing, because the gang that existed before, like in the continuity, the old mystery solving gang that existed before, like, the Scooby gang in that continuity, like, because of that always ending up corrupt, fucking Professor Pericles was basically in a padded cell and being treated as a criminal mastermind.
Wasn't the cell he was in like a reference to like Hannibal Lecter and Silence of the Lambs or something like that?
Yes. Yes, it was. And then, like, when they beat the Cthulhu monster, they create a timeline where, because of the Cthulhu monster never existed, all those mystery-solving groups never existed. So it created this alternate happy timeline. There you go. All snacks. Boss time.
Ready!
Highly recommend Mystery Incorporated.
I know people say that it got canceled, and it's one of those that is technically true, but hey, at least Season 2 was able to be wrapped up. At least they didn't get canceled in the middle of a plot.
If we look around, we can find some clues that will lead us right to him. And to the professor.
Technically, I agree with you, because they did, like, they planned more seasons, but they at least beat the not Cthulhu.
With you once and for all. I think you'll remember this old adversary.
At least they didn't have to cram literally an entire season's worth of plots into like a 40-minute special.
Time for the Redbeard boss.
It's the roast of Redbeard. Shivery timber. I think your old foe has a score to settle with you.
because of that, like, the way...
Man, there's too far away, so... So if I can hit... Oh, a good thing about this, if I can hit the first wave again in a timely fashion and not take damage, if he drops health again, I'll be it. Okay, good, I'm at max health now.
Yeah.
That doesn't even get anywhere close to hitting the... Like, that doesn't get anywhere close to hitting it, because it's now the first and it's the side.
This part name might be like Touhou-Doo.
Damn it. Damn it.
It's fine.
The fact that they give you health really does make it feel like that the developers...
I just realized that there was a fucking problem with this stupid boss idea. And then they come out of the corners.
Okay, good, yeah.
Yeah. And then it's 3. And he was sort of running in a circle.
Damn it. Come on.
You're fine.
Come on, I guess it's like nowhere.
Like, you can basically...
You can literally just stand right here. Until, what's the next phase?
Circular, spread out pattern.
Yeah, you can literally just stand right here.
Now it's the 4.
Damn it. Damn it.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's like, I have enough health, I can just walk. Oh, just walk over here, hit him, and then do the...
Just
hiding behind it. And... Yeah, that...
You smash him with a treasure chest.
What happens if you have that on camera? Does he just fade away? And
I think so. He just points out of existence.
Kind of wish I'd actually done the back two first, so we could have gotten that on camera. But yeah, honestly, especially realizing that you can stand in that one spot for most of that fight's actually not that hard. I actually think that fight is easier than the first two.
Yes.
Because it's the most consistent.
Yes. Just noticed something kind of funny.
Alright.
So this boss gives you the gum power. The cutscene hasn't brought it up, but when you were running around, you had gum.
Wait a second. There's something on your glasses.
Wait.
The creeper times 2. Now this is a clue. And clues like this just don't fall into your lap by accident.
Where did you fall from?
When you say running around, you mean after the boss fight?
There's gum in here, and that's how you earn the gum power. But when you were walking up to Fred, you had a gum counter.
I swear, if you have that in the boss fight and the game doesn't
No.
tell you... Okay.
Who told you about a secret lab, Scooby?
Ronnie did. Before she appeared with
It seems like the flag for the gum is beating the boss, not watching this cutscene.
That's amazing. How long have we been recording?
2.5 hours.
Might stop in a minute, especially because this guy, you know, most of the game, meaning the next recording will probably be the last, like, few major areas and then clean up.
So, lots of goodies and no ghosts? Sounds better than a secret lab, huh, Scoop?
You're actually...
Yeah?
we could stop. The last power-up is just arbitrarily in the catacombs if you want to go get the last power-up before...
So I might literally just, go get the knight armor, and then after the knight armor, get the last power-up, and then stop, and then the next recording will be clean up.
Because you would have everything.
Okay, rhyme game. It says here,
See,
this
you got the
snappable
count.
stick creeps in place so you can bounce off their heads.
Those gumballs are a texture.
You're a texture.
Yeah, like the ghost diver. Roll! A ghost diver! So, like, let's get out of here, Scoob!
Yeah, could extend for...
I know it's because of what the Ghost Diver was, but I'm sorry, that just looks like an untextured model.
Could extend for 5 minutes and go get the last power up, and then it's literally clean up the final area. One-way cannon.
Puh. Now you see, this being one way makes sense. Also, a gum is out.
Yeah. Into the cannon. You jump in the cannon.
This dog has to have knees of fucking tungsten. To, you know, be able to survive that.
Could continue for 5 minutes. Because if you get the last power up, then you can literally ignore...
Okay, so then back to...
You need to go back in the catacombs.
So then back to the...
Yeah, because... if you go back to that area, with the lava and the ghost and the keys, there's gonna be a bunch of space.
I don't know why I keep grabbing that when it literally doesn't matter.
You die. Because they put the loading transition in the death zone.
And then it seems to be why that sandwich is right there.
If you go back to where the lava...
Wait.
Like the fire room?
Actually, hold on, wait. There was a warp gate in there. I don't need to go the long way. I'm being a dumb...
Scooby-Doo.
Yes. I just remembered
There was a warp gate.
So...
Yeah. You did great. Good old Scooby-Doo.
Where was the...
It would be secret passages, I think.
Yeah. Creepy, no. Yeah, creepy crawlers in the hallway, I think? Or is this part of the mansion? Wait, yeah, wait, no, this is, because that's where Creepy really gets its name from.
Okay. You're in here now.
Oh.
What? You use Space Kook. And now you can get the keys. One blind run kept calling Space Kook Space Ghost.
Well, funny thing about... Damn it. About that is, doesn't Hanna-Barbera own Space Ghost?
Space Ghost was a Hanna-Barbera production, but Space Ghost is more well known, not for the original show, but for Space Ghost Coast to Coast, because Adult Swim literally started with no budget, and they were... You can't.
No, you can, you just have to time it right. I'm not sure about these ghosts, but you... See?
Okay. Never mind then. Space Ghost is more well known for Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Which, yes, in case you didn't realize, and that would be, you know, fun question that might be on this part. Did you actually know that Space Ghost was basically a recontextualized Hanna-Barbera character? It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what do you all think of the boss fight against Redbeard? Like Carson was saying, this fight is debatably easier than the other bosses. More specifically, because this fight is not random, however, the enemies you have to kill to proceed can spawn in somewhat randomly and can cluster together in a way that can basically drain your entire health bar in seconds. The one blind run was having problems with that specific thing. However, if you run around in a circle enough, you tend to offset the positioning, making it easier to kill the enemies without taking damage. But the game also has that small band-aid solution where the enemies constantly drop tons of health, meaning they seem to have realized that you might end up taking a lot of damage in the part near the end where you have to defeat enemies before he throws the sword, but the rest of the fight is a set pattern, meaning overall the pattern that he attacks you with will always be the same. So this is a boss fight you can learn patterns in and apply your knowledge to basically get more consistent. If you happen to die and then you realize, oh, the ghosts are the same attack pattern every time, I can stand in set locations and completely avoid damage. And in my opinion, that's great, because RNG in games bothers me, especially if it's RNG in a boss battle. Overall, I think the game is basically surprisingly fair, far more fair and better designed than the stupid green ghost fight, because that does not at all come off like they play tested that battle, because there's far too much random nonsense going on, where that one really is not a matter of skill. That one truly is a matter of luck. If his positioning is bad, you can't do damage, meaning it is just a waiting game until you finally get what you want and you have absolutely no control over the boss or Daphne. If the boss had been designed a little bit different, I think the Green Ghost battle would have been far better, but we talked about that in the battle with the Green Ghost, and I talked about that in the question of the day for that specific part. Pretty sure I did, anyway. I'm rambling. My main point here is the boss battle against Redbeard is surprisingly well designed in this game, and surprisingly far less random than like every other boss fight for some reason. And it's like, why did you all of a sudden design a fair and balanced boss battle, other than the slightly janky bullshit with needing to defeat enemies? But at least they drop health. While that is a band-aid solution, that at least compensates you well enough for the little bit of jank you would run into. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.